Hello, young man. I'm glad you're here to listen to my story about overcoming perfectionism and anxiety. You see, being a hero is not just about having superpowers or gadgets. It's about being human and dealing with the same struggles that we all face. For me, the journey to becoming the hero I am today was not an easy one. It was filled with self-doubt, fear of failure, and the constant pursuit of perfection. As a young man, I was driven by a desire to make a difference in the world. I wanted to protect my city and its people from the evil that lurked in the shadows. But with that desire came a sense of responsibility, a sense of duty to be perfect. I felt like I had to be flawless, that one mistake could lead to disaster. And so I pushed myself to be better, to train harder, to be more prepared. But the more I strove for perfection, the more anxious I became. I would spend hours poring over plans, trying to anticipate every possible scenario, every possible mistake. I would rehearse and rehearse until I was exhausted, and still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't good enough, that I was one step away from failure. It was a never-ending cycle of self-doubt and fear. But one day, something changed. I realized that my pursuit of perfection was not only impossible, but it was also debilitating. It was holding me back from being the hero I could be. I was so focused on not making mistakes that I wasn't taking risks. I wasn't trying new things. I wasn't learning. And that's when I realized that perfectionism is not about being flawless. It's about being fearless. It's about being willing to take risks, to try new things, to make mistakes. Because it's in those moments of uncertainty that we grow, that we learn, that we become better versions of ourselves. So, I made a conscious decision to let go of my need for perfection. I started to focus on progress, not perfection. I started to focus on the journey, not the destination. And you know what? It was liberating. I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I was no longer bound by the chains of self-doubt and fear. I was free to be myself, to make mistakes, to learn from them. And that's when the real growth began. I started to take risks, to try new things, to push myself beyond my limits. I started to see the mistakes are not failures, but opportunities for growth. And I started to understand that it's okay to not be perfect, that it's okay to be human, because being human is not about being flawless. It's about being vulnerable. It's about being open to growth, to change, to learning. Now, I'm not saying it was easy. There were still times when I felt anxious, when I felt like I wasn't good enough. But I learned to acknowledge those feelings, to accept them, to work through them. I learned to be kind to myself, to be compassionate, to be understanding. And that's something that I want to pass on to you. You see, young man, you don't have to be held back by perfectionism and anxiety. You don't have to be bound by the chains of self-doubt and fear. You can be free. You can be fearless. You can be yourself. And it starts with letting go of the need for perfection. It starts with focusing on progress, not perfection. It starts with being willing to take risks, to try new things, to make mistakes. Because when you do, you'll find that the world is full of possibilities, full of opportunities for growth, for learning, for becoming the best version of yourself. And that's what being a hero is all about. It's not about being perfect. It's about being brave. It's about being fearless. It's about being human. So, I want to leave you with a challenge today. I want to challenge you to let go of your need for perfection. I want to challenge you to focus on progress, not perfection. I want to challenge you to be willing to take risks, to try new things, to make mistakes. Because when you do, you'll find that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. We're all in this together. We're all struggling with the same doubts, the same fears, the same anxieties. But we can support each other. We can encourage each other. We can lift each other up. So, don't be afraid to reach out, to ask for help, to seek guidance. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.